Meta really is a kind of bellwether, I think, for what's happening with the digital economy. And their numbers were quite surprisingly good, almost spectacular, you might say. I mean, they've been delivering very steadily for a long time. But I think that the most important thing that their numbers indicated, and the comments that Zuckerberg made yesterday indicated, are that, this very crazy, unpredictable economic environment we're in right now, which you were just discussing regarding retail, is not likely to affect these companies as much as some feared, at least in the near term. And that's really good news. There's a whole lot about AI and other stuff that we learned about what they're doing that was quite spectacular also.
Yeah, so let's get to that. So as you mentioned, the advertising business, which is 98% of the company's revenue, has continued to grow. So check that box. Let's get to the AI, because they unveiled a new standalone AI app called Meta AI. What is that? What's it going to do for me?
Well, thanks, Alex. Meta is one of the top players in AI. There's no question. And they are spending an extraordinary amount on this. I mean, they upped their capital expenditure estimate to up to 72 billion from a high of 65 billion. And that's like a huge percentage above last year, which was under 40 billion. So they're really, really cranking really hard on data center investment and AI. And what they want to do is they want to compete head-to-head with ChatGPT and all the other Claude, et cetera, all the other AIs that are directed particularly at consumers. And they have a unique advantage in doing that because they have this extraordinary, unique trove of data about all of us that they have been accumulating for decades. And they can use that in the training of the AI to customize and personalize the results they give to people in a way that could be a major competitive differentiator down the road. And of course, they'll use it in all the normal ways. They bring it into a WhatsApp chat, et cetera. But they, I think, are extremely well positioned to become a very, very major force in especially consumer AI.
And Alex, at cocktail parties, people often come up to me and say, hey, Paul, give me an example of AI. And the example I give is just what David explained here. So a lot of these advertising companies like Google and Facebook, they can really get to know who the consumer is better and better and better, and then charge more for the ads. I mean, and that's kind of what I think we're seeing.
Right. Well, that's true too.
Yeah. I mean, it's
they're customizing the ads using AI. That's a thing I didn't even mention. I'm talking about the results before, but the ads themselves will be far more accurately targeted, and they're already doing that tremendously often.
And isn't that just like free training, because you have all the input from Instagram and Threads and Facebook and all that?
Absolutely. They have the best, one of the best training, maybe the best training corpus for consumer AI that anybody has. I mean, this is the thing that has differentiated Facebook and Meta from the beginning, was the depth and volume of their data about individuals. It continues to get more and more rich, and they're figuring out new ways to mine it in the age of AI, and that is going to be a huge advantage.
Hey, Dave, you look at this stock chart since its IPO, the only thing that's ever derailed this stock has been the metaverse. What's the latest on that whole thing? How are they positioning it?
Well, they don't talk about it nearly as much as they did. But, I think what they're finding is that there may be an overlap between the metaverse and AI. And, they're one of the things that I'd say they got into because of their metaverse obsession is hardware. And they are now saying that their hardware business, their Ray-Ban AI glasses, their Quest gaming and other virtual reality headsets, those are going to be an incredible entree into the world of AI. And I think what we'll see is that they dovetail their work in metaverse, in immersive content, with their work in AI. I don't think we can exactly predict how that's going to happen, but certainly, glasses that sort of look at the world around you and give you answers and information about everything you see, that's something we can all use, and it's starting to happen. And they would not be in that position had they not made that many, many tens of billions dollar investment in metaverse. Now, was that a good investment? I don't know. I don't think Zuckerberg would today say that metaverse is their future the way he did not very long ago. Clearly, AI is the future, but there will be an overlap.